Now it is my pleasure to introduce a friend of the show. Been on before, and he has such an innovative project. And this is Mr. Godwin in Ihentuge.
Yep.
I got it. I got it. Good morning
Good
again.
morning.
How are you?
Great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really appreciative.
Oh, you are so passionate about food and people and everything. Let's tell the audience about Yum Village again.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Young Village is a cloud-based social platform.
Cloud-based social platform. What does that mean? Tell us.
It means that what we do is we work with pre-existing restaurants within the Metro Detroit area and just work on just bringing people through their doors.
Right, right, right. So you'll take a restaurant that maybe is not open on Mondays, but you'll do a pop-up.
Yep, absolutely. We'll take an aspiring chef or a chef that's really talented but doesn't have as much of a buzz going. We'll have them come and pop up at a restaurant and just facilitate an awesome dinner. We highlight local musicians. We also donate a percentage of the proceeds to local nonprofits. Really focus on connecting community.
Connecting community and helping these young professional or trying to be professional chefs develop their menus and a following and
Absolutely.
so forth. And then too with musicians.
Absolutely, yep. So with each of the dinners, we have feedback cards that the guests will fill out, let everyone know kind of like what they can improve upon, and then the next time that they come and do an event with us, they'll have the exact know how to improve their talents.
What have you taken away? How many of these events have you had so far?
So we've been operating for about 7 months now. We've done about 14 events.
14. What are you taking away from it?
I think the biggest thing is just the idea of quality of this experience. So a lot of people, from what we've seen, will come back again for the experience. Just meeting new people. It's communal seating, so you get to know your neighbors, know about the chefs within the community, and also have a direct impact on what's happening. I think that ability to affect the outcome of next dinners is really engaging with our guests.
Well, I think one day Michelle and Jaleesa and we're gonna come. Because you could be all ages, right?
Oh, absolutely. Our crowd is very, very diverse. There's all walks of life that come to our dinners.
Oh, really? So, what was the best one you had?
The best one so far, I'd say, was this past one in April. We had one at the seafood market, which was amazing. Kenny was an amazing host for helping us, and the chef was John Breland. He put together an
What did
awesome.
he have? Tell us. Tell us.
Okay, so he had a lamb shank, which was about a 10-ounce vertical piece of meat.
Now, tell me this though. Okay, he had a lamb shank, right?
Yeah.
Well, what if you don't like lamb?
There's all sorts of different things. Our one of our chefs coming up in July, he's going to be putting together an all seafood menu.
Oh, that's up my alley.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. There's going to be tuna. There's also going to be salmon on there, as well as a seaweed dusted halibut.
Seaweed
Dusted halibut.
dusted halibut. Oh, okay, okay. No bass like I do. Well, that's me. you know. I do me some bass and pop in some shrimp, But I do like salmon and so forth. Now you're having a special event at Eastern Market, right?
Absolutely,
And
yep.
this event does more than just it still introduces the chef. People still can come around and meet new people and so forth and so on.
Absolutely.
But tell us what's different about this one.
Okay, so this event is called Professionals Night Out, and essentially it's focused on professionalism within the city of Detroit. We're going to be doing a cool meet and greet from 6 to 8, where we'll have a couple of identified innovators facilitating.
Now with this meet and greet from 6 to 8,
Yes.
we just don't walk around and just
Oh yeah, no, no. So there's going to be a couple of things. So we've got a speed dating set up where,
speed dating.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you
So
hear that, guys?
well, not in that sense.
Oh,
More so just for namesake. So we
oh,
would
okay.
have all of the guests come, and the idea is you have 30 seconds with each individual person that's present to figure out a way that you guys can work together.
Okay. It's like that elevator speech that you
Yeah,
come And in 30 seconds, I get you to know me,
Right.
who I am.
Exactly.
Can
Exactly.
you give me an example of that? If I
Yeah.
just met you?
Yeah, if you just met me, I would say, "Hey, how's it going? My name is Godwin, Godwin Ihentuge. Just God like you won, God like up above, and win like you just won something." I am the founder and chief villager of Yum Village, and what we do is we like to help people within the city. It's just nice and simple.
You just like to help people within the city. Do what?
We like to help people within the city be a better version of themselves. So if that means understanding the idea of entrepreneurship and directly involving yourself in the prolific evolution of Detroit, or if that's the idea of entrepreneurship where you decide to stay within your career.
Now, what I admire about you is the fact, so many things, but you were with Quicken Loans, weren't you?
Yep, I was with Quicken Loans for about 2 years.
And you stepped out on faith.
Yes, I decided to make a leap of faith and do a Young Village full time, which is what I'm doing now.
And see, you grew up in the city. You went to U of D Jesuit
Yep, I went to U of D Jesuit High School,
and Wayne State
Wayne
University.
State University.
I think you are committed to the city.
I love the city of Detroit. There's just something about it. Like there's like a grit and substance that just comes into walking the streets here, and it's really awesome to see all the development happening. And I just have a desire to directly contribute to that.
Right, right, right. And I think that I think you have you're making your mark, you're doing it, and you seem to work at it like 20 hours a day.
It's all I honestly, this is all I think about. I go to sleep thinking about Young Village, and then I wake up trying to figure
That's
out
Yum Village, everyone. Yum
ways
Village.
to really just involve myself any way that I can.
So, who are you encouraging to come to this particular event, especially the meet and greet part?
Yeah, I want to encourage everyone to come. If you're into food, come. There's going to be an amazing
What
menu.
time is the dinner?
The dinner starts at 8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, the dinner goes from 8 to about 10:30. It's going to be 5 courses. We're going to have a cold smoked salmon with caviar mayonnaise. There's going to be an amazing tomato salad spread, followed by rosemary braised lamb, pastrami spiced short ribs, and then an olive oil cake with a rum glaze.
And other desserts.
Yeah, absolutely. There'll be other desserts after the dinner. We're going to do a dessert afterglow where we'll have all sorts of amazing treats as well.
So, within that 2 hours previous to dinner or prior to dinner, professionals, young and older professionals, can come in and they'll be kind of trained in a
Yeah,
way to, because there's a lot of competition out here. And how do you
absolutely.
stand above the rest?
Yes, absolutely. One cool thing about Professionals Night Out as well is that in part of the registration, you'll also be implored to upload your resume, which will
Oh,
be
excellent.
released to potential employers that will be present during this event. So someone could actually even come to this event, have a nice time, and end up being employed after.
Get a job if you don't already have one, or get a better one.
Yeah, exactly.
So, how would we get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I can always be reached at yumvillage.com, YUMVILLAGE.com, or professionalsnightoutdetroit.com, PNO Detroit.com. Either way, it will come right to me for contact, and then the registration is just right on the PNO Detroit website.
So, this event lasts about almost 5 hours, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a three-part event. You'll have the option to come directly to the afterglow, or just to the dinner, or come to all three.
And another thing that you have on here is something I feel is very, very important, is how to network with social media,
Yes.
because there are some people. I have a lot of Facebook friends, and I use social media basically for my show, and I guess a couple of other things. But I see young people that I know putting some of the worst photos up on
Right.
social media, and I inbox them and say, "Do you really want that up there?" Because almost anybody could see what you put up.
Yeah, the idea of having a digital footprint is lost on most, which is something that we definitely want to cover. I know I spend a good amount of time making sure that my representation is always the way that I want it, no, even online as well.
Absolutely, because sometimes people who don't know you judge you from what you post.
Absolutely. You know, it hasn't it's sort of just been a recent occurrence that's been happening with me, but I've been in a position where I've started to meet people purely off of social media first and then in person, whereas before you meet someone in
I
person.
know.
Yeah.
That happened to me. It keeps happening to me. I would say, "Oh, Miss Perryman,"
Right,
I said to
right,
myself, "How do I know you?" And they said, we're friends on Facebook." And I said, "Gee, it's not that I indiscriminately just say, 'Okay, you're my friend, you're my friend,' because I have like 1,200 people waiting,
right,
but." Usually they're if they attended someplace I worked, I will
right,
add
right.
them, or they're a good friend of a friend. But gee,
It's
that does
it's
happen.
it's
Social
new.
social media is on the wild. So once again, how can people get in touch with you for what do
Absolutely.
you call this event again?
Professionals night out.
Professionals Night Out. It seems like it's going to be a great time, and it's June
June 26th on a Friday.
Friday night. That's a
Yeah.
good night.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
and how can they get tickets
You can
again?
get tickets at yumvillage.com, YUMVILLAGE.com, or PNO Detroit, PNO at
And
Detroit.com.
if I come, I'm staying the whole 5 hours. I want to enjoy this and observe it.
It's going to be a good time. We'll have an open bar. You'll just
Oh,
be
an
able.
open bar. I mean, not that it means anything
Oh,
to
yeah.
me, but an open bar.
Yeah, there'll also be an outdoor barbecue and live entertainment as
Oh
well.
my gosh, wonderful. Godwin, thank you so much. And
Thank you so much for having me.
anytime I could help you out, please come. And ladies and gentlemen, just stay tuned for a couple minutes. We're going to be back with Table Talk with Brenda Perryman, with Mr. Ken Coleman, Mr. Ellis Liddell, and Mr. Darnell Lauren. We have some interesting